Dr. Greg here with another video about fear, and we talked about first thing to do is to recognize what causes the fear. The second thing to do is maybe use your imagination to sort of circumvent it. Now I'm going to give you something else to help that part of your brain that deals with the reasoning. Now remember from that first video on how you precede the fear, and then it goes to the certain part of the brain called the amygdala, and that goes to the pituitary gland, which then produces stress hormones, which actually suppress the frontal lobe, the area of reasoning. So one of the things we know as brain docs is that if you exercise a certain part of your brain, it actually will get stronger. So what are the things that your frontal lobe like? It likes numbers. So when you find yourself in a stressful situation, count backwards. I say start at 100, which can be kind of difficult, but if it's too difficult, start at 20 or 50 or whatever. But counting backwards, numbers backwards, will actually cause this to have to think, the frontal lobe to have to think, which could suppress the fearful activity and suppress the amygdala and all those cortisol stimulating the stress hormones coming about. So, number one, we know that the frontal lobe is all about reasoning. Number two, we know fear circumvents the frontal lobe, causing more stress hormones to be released. And three, use your imagination, which is frontal lobe, to try and suppress those fears. Or four, count backwards by numbers. You can actually say, I'm going to count backwards from 100 by 10 or by 5. All that makes your brain think and actually will circumvent and short circuit the stress response. Now, the other thing that you could do to exercise your brain, and the left side, the logical side, is to do Sudoku. That's an excellent form of brain exercise. And also there's something, the memory game, which some of you know the game show called Concentration, where you try to match cards. You put down a series of cards, all with the face down, and you turn one card over, and you try and remember where that other card is. All those things help your brain work a little bit better, and can actually, you have that emergency thing of counting backwards, can circumvent a fearful event, which would actually prevent stress hormones from bombarding your poor little brain. So this is Dr. Greg again with changing the way we look at health. Thank you. Have a great day.